Hello there, my neighbors. I hope every single one of you is having a blessed day. Today we're doing a campaign review of Vilitch, the Cursling. This campaign was played on very hard campaign and battle difficulty. This review will inform you on my thoughts on the campaign and whether I found it enjoyable. So, let's spam some Forsaken, upgrade to Spawn, and blast magic across the world. Vilitch's faction effects give his vassals barrier and has him spread Tzeentch corruption. He also has access to a small version of Changing of the Ways. His forces also receive benefits from high winds of magic, which is a big thing with his armies. He can also convert a portion of his casualties into souls, ensuring the flow of souls currency. Lastly, he can teleport across terrain. His lord effects give him plus 15% experience steal from other lords. He also has the Twisted Twin ability that increases his spell mastery and melee attack and defense while melee combat and casting spells. He also has minus 25% winds of magic cost for teleporting. Vilitch himself is a durable battle mage that could deal wide damage in combat with both melee and Lord of Tzeentch magic. Vilitch starts outside a red fortress with 1 Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, 1 Forsaken of Tzeentch, 2 Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, 1 Marauder of Tzeentch, 2 Chaos Marauders, 1 Doom Knights of Tzeentch, and 1 Chaos of Tzeentch. You can also turn 1 use one of the Spawnify ability in the Changing of the Ways to give you 3 Chaos Spawn of Tzeentch on turn 1. And because I did that, the first 2 fights were a breeze. I recommend taking Chaos Spawn of Tzeentch into battle always for the Thunder Armor, which reduces the enemy armor by 30. After the first 2 turns, it was mostly just a trade agreement and just wasting time until the next turn. By turn 3, you can get to Turtle Gate and take that, and finally secure a position on the Bastion. Early game Vilitch is just dominating with a strong early game army, and his momentum just keeps picking up. There's 5 Doom Keeps nearby, so there's plenty of opportunity. Vilitch has so much economic and military potential, with so many Doom Keeps improving his campaign. Siege battles were also a breeze if you could drag the enemy to one corner to maximize your spells. The early game is very easy to plow through and boost you up. I'm also focused on stacking Marauders to turn to Forsaken. At rank 13, you can reduce their upkeep by 50% and increase their replenishment by 15%. By turn 11, you can have 3 Doom Keeps and be prone to take on Cathay. This campaign provides you with both tools and resources to take on threats, and I don't feel too pressured even on very hard difficulty. By turn 21, I've secured all the Grand Bastion, and a total war with Cathay had begun. I just realized I've gotten this far and I haven't mentioned the victory conditions. So a short victory conditions consists of him holding Red Fortress, Bloodwing Keep, Fortress of Eyes, Weijin, and Nangao. He also must hold 35 settlements. For the long victory, he must hold 80 settlements and at least 13 listed on the list of settlements. War of Cathay was a bloody affair, but I was able to defeat Mao Ying 1 army against 2, and it gave me the opportunity to push into her lands and take Nangao and Weijin. Once those were secured, Cathay was all for the plundering and there's no stopping our armies. Spellcasting for Vilitch's army is rightfully so overpowered when it comes to spellcasting. It seems you almost never run out of magic and your sorcerers are your superpower. Differences compared to the Tzeentch race is you actually have a decent anvil for hammering and it works extremely well. By the time Mao Ying's final settlement was raised, I noticed something. Clan Eshin had already conquered 8 settlements and became a valuable ally. With this, I was able to take my forces west instead to get more Doom Keeps. But I was still bulking up the Bastion in case Clan Eshin got any ideas. They still had to deal with Zhao Ming, but that was their problem. I was able to smack Kolek around, take his vassals as mine. Sadly, no Confederation, because I guess that's only for Archeon and Belagor. Disappointing. But now it's time to take on Grimgor, for he was the biggest threat next to me. I also sent an army down to help Snitch because he was worrying me. If Zhao Ming were to break his lines, my plan would have faltered, and the campaign would have fallen apart. In the mid-game, you can really start filling your rosters with demons and Tzeentch's range units, mixed well with the durable front line you get as Warriors of Chaos. Vilitch's personal army will still be a rush army for a bit, but your new armies are turned to range focus with some hammer and anvil mix, and they're pretty balanced. It takes so much patience, though, to fill them up over time. Vilitch was a lot of fun, and not too hard, but like most people, I got burnt out by mid-game. On turn 43, I was still 15 settlements from the short victory, and honestly, I was ready to move on to the next campaign. So we got to turn 43. Does that mean I didn't love the campaign? No, I actually greatly enjoyed it, and I was doing very well headed to victory. But, like many Totalwar players, I move from campaign to campaign very often, and it's hard to commit to a campaign. I still will highly recommend this campaign. The spellcasting for Vilitch's armies is outstanding, and in most cases makes it or breaks your victory. I do wish there was way more recruiting options farther away from Doomkeys, but that's just me complaining. I would like to thank every single one of you for attending this review. I plan on doing a review of every single lord throughout Warhammer 3's lifespan. If you wish to see more like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment for discussion so you can improve our standing on the algorithm. Algorithm. Love each other, and as always, come be my neighbor.